It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
And everybody's waking up to the fact that you are a bunch of damn thieves. Everything you got it from putting a gun to somebody's head or a sword to somebody's throat, or lying, or defrauding somebody. So the whole world, the only ones that haven't woke up are you bird-brained Negroes in this country and you stupid-ass Latin tribes. Go ahead. Oh, there's an article, and I might get up and get it, where right after Obama became president, he already cut a food stamp program in Ohio, and Ohio is a swing state. Basically, they said if a Republican wins Ohio, they pretty much guaranteed to. I'm gonna find it in a minute, brother. I mean, go see what you can find. But if Ohio, if a Democrat gets Ohio, Republican ain't gonna make it. So you had swing states to help Barack Obama. So there's one major state. Is that it? So there's one major state, Ohio. After they put Barack Obama back in there, this is the thanks that he gave them. He don't cut their food stamps, and that's going to follow suit. So that's it right there. That's it right there. You can go ahead and read it.
Okay, this is from The Blaze, dated November 13th, 2012. It says, conveniently occurring after the election, Ohio food stamp program sees cuts. Hundreds of thousands in Ohio food stamp program could see a $50 cut in their monthly assistance starting in January.
You Negroes, you're going to find out that you made a big mistake. You're doing all this praising for Obama. Like I said, he's going to show his horns, man. And he's got this new confident look on him. Because guess what? He's got 4 years to do what the hell he wants to do, man. Basically, he's doing what his hidden masters are telling him what to do. Go ahead.
It says hundreds of thousands in Ohio's food stamp program could see a $50 cut in their monthly assistance starting in January, according to the Toledo Blaze. Some consider it ironic that the announcement is coming just a week after the election in the swing state, which was won by President Barack Obama. It says the Toledo Blade reported that with 869,000 households in the program, the cut could add up to $520 million. Here's the reason for the cut, as reported by the Blade. Because the way the federal government calculates utility expenses for people receiving the benefit, a mild winter nationwide last year, and a lower price for national gas or natural gas, many families could experience a significant cut in aid. Those familiar with the program say what's called the standard utility allowance, the amount deducted from a person's income when the state determines his or her eligibility for the food stamp program, will decrease by $166 for 2013, translating to about $50 less per household in food assistance. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, well, basically, that conveniently came out right after the election. And if you notice, conveniently after the election, they started speaking about in the news about this fiscal cliff. During the debates, during the campaigning of both Romney and Barack Obama, there was not even a mention of the fiscal cliff. As soon as they said that, as soon as he won the election, then this talk, I think the very next day, there was this talk about the fiscal cliff. So you're going to find out that this government doesn't give a shit about you. And things are definitely going to get worse. Go ahead.
Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Yeah, now the word clay is ibatyat. It's a Hebrew word and it means depth. And that's what you're doing. You're ladening yourself with thick clay. That QE Unlimited, which they first called, named QE3, is actually QE Unlimited because they said they're going to keep not printing, but making money out of thin air because they're going to do it by printing actual dollars and by electronic funds electronically. They're gonna make money just appear out of thin air. So he read an article earlier that's going to weaken the dollar, and that's all that's going to do. But the ones that first get that money are the banks, the super banks. They'll be able to buy bigger houses, bigger yachts, get 3 or 4 more summer homes and winter homes around the world. And the ones that are going to have to suffer are you. Basically the middle class and the lower class. Go ahead.
It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee?
And that's happening in Greece, Spain, Italy, Portugal, Egypt, Syria. They're going to rise up and bite at you. Go ahead.
And thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth the town with blood, and establisheth the city by iniquity.
And everywhere you went, you built that town or that city or that nation that you took over by blood. You built America by blood. A lot of people died for you to build America. You know how many people died, Chinese died building the railroads that went from the East Coast to the West Coast? There was a saying among the Chinese, what was it saying? China man's chance. China man's chance in hell. Because they were using explosives, and every once in a while, a bunch of Chinese that were working that railroad would blow up. They would lower them down, they wouldn't come back up. Then how many Gadites did you kill? How many of our people did you enslave and kill and worked? That's why you have this group of clowns, the Tea Party. They're talking about taking out of the history book slavery, and you can't take out that history because it's in people's minds. You can't change history. You're gonna have to pay for what you did, and everything's coming to a head now, and you can clearly see that your society's going down. Go ahead.
Behold, is it not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity? For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
And that's what you devils do. You put jakes in the positions to make them sin. And then what you do is you go before the Most High and say, see, that's one of your people sinning. Because the elite know who the so-called blacks and the Latinos and the natives are in this country. They know that they're the Israelites. They know that they're going to rise back in power and possess the next kingdom. But these devils are so wicked that they believe that they can trick the Most High, which you're not going to trick the Most High. Go ahead.
It says, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. For the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoil of beasts, which made them afraid. because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. What profited the graven image that the maker thereof hath graven it, the molten image and a teacher of lies, that the maker of his work trusted therein to make dumb idols? Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone.
That's your churches. You know, you got these people looking at idols. The Roman Catholic Church, that's the wickedest religion on the planet, man. The priests are nothing but child molesters, pedophiles. So you know what? This is it for you. I mean, I don't know what to say. All I'm going to do is keep cursing your ass out. And, you know, Israel's going to wake up. Israel's going to rise. The elect is going to come together. And you false brethren, the Most High going to get rid of you. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.